What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. I've been running Descent to farm the blueprints, and the best way of doing that definitely is to just kill the Nemesis, get to the next floor, back out. Hopefully that you get lucky, because we know there's a 12% drop chance now on the blueprint cache, and do it all again. But I know a lot of people are still having problems getting to the Nemesis and actually getting him down. Now, I've been successful now doing this exact routine, I'll call it, that I do solo, duo and trio. As long as all three people do the same, you will be pretty successful. Before we get started though, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you are notified when I upload more Division videos. Even better, come on over to Twitch and hit follow, because I could be streaming doing this live right now and you could hop in and come with me. And if you need a community Discord, there's never been a better time to join for help like this with Descent, raids and all them kind of things. You'll find the link for that down below in the description. With all that said, let's get started. So I've bought out the shop in Descent, so that's just a quick heads up. That doesn't necessarily matter, but my recommendations would be to definitely buy the increased credit gain first, and then the random talent that you get for entering. After that, just fill out everything else with whatever you like. The armor on kill is definitely useful if you don't get lucky with blue talents. But aside from that, just fill it all out. It will, once you get onto the cheaper ones, you'll get it done in no time. So what I do, I take all the easy doors and I look for certain key talents along the way, and I'll kind of go through that as I play through the playthrough. But just give you a little bit of a heads up now, if you don't necessarily want to watch the whole thing, I'll show the build obviously at the end of the video. You can skip to the end if you want to see the end, but you're definitely going to be looking for trauma. You need at least one in trauma. That's definitely very important. So when you are killing the Nemesis, it's definitely useful to take one clutch or one preservation, either or entrenched. That works just fine as well, just to make sure you've got a bit of health regeneration, armor regeneration on your way down to the Nemesis. We're always going to take easy doors unless we're forced to take a level 2 door, because that does happen sometimes, and that means you should be killing the Nemesis on tier 5. Usually it takes around 45 minutes to an hour, so it's pretty quick. I probably can bring it under if I got even luckier with my talents. So that's the kind of time frame you're looking at, which I think is pretty reasonable. And then apart from that, you're going to be taking all damage talents, notably unhinged. Unhinged is absolutely brilliant. You're going to want to be taking that. But on the flip side of that, do take a yellow talent to kind of combat it. So do take some braced, do take maybe steady-handed or something like that. You don't have to take too many. Your main focus is going to be taking damage talents, vigilance, any talent you can, anything that's even in cover, take them all. You want 6 damage talents by the time you get to the end, stacked up as far as you can, with, like I said, one blue talent, maybe preservation or entrenched or something like that. And then yellow ones, you want to be on the lookout for anything to keep you stable before taking unhinged. Lucky shot can come in really useful if you don't get lucky enough to get bullet hell. When it comes to exotic talents, you want to be taking bullet hell, plague of the outcast. They're going to be your top 2, but the chatterbox talent's really good as well. Chances are you'll only get one, and you're kind of hoping for chatterbox, plague of outcasts or bullet hell. One of them are really good, but I've even taken glass cannon because we're all about damage. We're going to basically, it's just a brute force attack. We're going to hit them with trauma, blind them, and then just unload with everything we've got. Special bullets, the whole shebang. Preferable guns are going to be shotguns and LMGs. They're definitely favourable. They work out really well, especially if you get the, you know, the -1 version of bullet hell and you end up with the chatterbox talent. Not that it's a -1, it's super powerful, but that'll help you keep your ammo going as well, especially if you get some lucky shot in there as well. So we're going to teleport over now. We're going to do the run. Every time I get to something, I'll give you my thought process behind it, so that you can watch it. When we get in, we're going to hope for a good talent. If not, we're just going to run anyway, because not everybody has the talent purchased from the shop. So straight away you can press I, and look, we got optimized, which is great. It's weapon handling. I also have the weapon handling purchased from the shop, which means I can take at least a level of unhinged without having to worry about stability. Guns wise, this is actually pretty good. We're going to take a G36. That's nice and handy. And again, this is perfect. 2 things you're going to want from skills that I've not mentioned yet: a hollow and a reviver hive. They are the best 2 that you can take. They'll help you out no end, because like I said, when you get to the boss at the end, it's all about distracting him enough so you can just unload all your damage onto him and get him dead. A holo and trauma, perfect for this. So a really, really good start. We can't take anything from the shop now because we've got no credits. So now, again, we're going to be forced to straight away to take a level 2 yellow door. So I'll come back to you when it's time for the talent choice.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating, medium. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors.
Here we come. Hitting that cover.
Console available.
So first up, talent choice here. We want to kind of save credits as much as we can. So we're going to take Overwatch. Overwatch is really good. Like I said, all damage talents are what you want. We'll worry about re-rolling a little later on into the run when we've not got perhaps trauma or we've not got anything that we particularly need. So again, now we're going to take the level 1.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating, easy. Hostile construction initiated.
Engaging.
Console available. Supply station activated.
Okay, so we're going to take Lucky Shot here. Strained. We could take Strained. That actually could be pretty good if we get a bullet hell. I'm going to take Lucky Shot though, because I like to have at least one just to preserve ammo. It does save on buying things and keeps credits for later re-rolls. We're still early on in the run. So we're going to be forced here to take a tier 2 again already. So it looks like this might end up being a loop 6 run rather than a loop 5 run. But that really doesn't matter too much. Adds about an extra 10 minutes onto the run.
Difficulty rating, medium. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors.
Take that.
Console active.
Alright, so that's pretty rubbish. We're going to re-roll. And we've got preservation, so that will be our survivability talent throughout this. We're being really unlucky with the doors. It's definitely going to be a 6 loot run, I think. 3 floors already without a tier 1.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating, medium. Hostile construction initiated.
Ready for you. Stay back.
Console available.
Okay, so perfect. We're going to get trauma. That's definitely something we need. And we're pretty much all set there for yellow talents. We could take brace a little bit later on, but I will only unlock that slot a little bit later if I've got enough red slots going. First boss, let's hope for bullet hell.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating. High value target. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors. Serious trauma detected.
And as you can see, trauma already paying dividends right off the bat. We just need more damage. So let's hope now for exotic that we want. We didn't get anything that we want, so this is actually a good choice thing. We didn't get a bullet hell. We also didn't get the chatterbox talent. So other ones that you can take here now. So I do kind of like adaptive instincts because it gives us the critical hit chance and the critical hit damage, and that really does stack up when we get further along in our run. Breathe free is also really nice, but we're not moving around too much with this build. We tend to sit in cover more because we take damage talents that also require us to be in cover. So we're going to take adaptive instincts. This will be my A class. You know, both of them are as good as each other, I would say. Oh, we forgot to take our stat. And with all of the bosses that we're going to do along the way, we are going to take offensive stats. Now ideally you're going to want two types of guns for ammo reason. We're only on an assault rifle right now, but this does play into the dependent if we get a reviver hive now as well. So we're going to check out the skills first of all. We've got no good gun there. We've got a classic M60, which is nice. The M1A is also an absolute beast here as well, but I'm going to take the classic M60 because I know not everybody likes to use the M1A. That could be if you're on PC or not dependent. So as you can see here now, we've got plenty of red slots left still, which is what we're going to try and concentrate on. We're not worried about blue slots, but we are out of utility slots. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one just in case braced comes up. That's the only other talent that I would want now in there. If I had braced already, I probably wouldn't buy a slot at all for the yellow. But now we're good for ammo as well. And also an LMG fits in better with the exotic talent that we've just taken.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating. Easy. Constructing hostile combatant. Console online.
Okay, so we definitely want a red talent here. We've only got one. This bottom one's random. So headshots increase total weapon damage. We're going to take concussion. It's not ideal. It's not really what we want. But we want to start stocking up on some red talents just in case. We'd much rather be taking vigilance, unhinged, anything else there really. But again, we're blessed with a rainbow, so maybe it's a good idea that we did that.
Difficulty rating medium. Hostile construction initiated. Console online.
The fact we're so accurate though, because we've taken the yellow talents, really makes it easy to hit the headshots. Vigilance here, this is a great pickup. Everything's starting to come together. We are going to be a little bit conflicted now. If we get unhinged, we will probably drop the crit chance talent, but we will see.
Biohazard activated.
Probably we can stack up a little bit more
Room selected.
on ones we've already got and get unhinged in the next loop.
Hostile construction initiated. Console available.
Okay, this is unfortunate because Allegro is definitely one that I want to pick up. Do we replace it with concussion? I'm going to save the credits. I'm going to take Overwatch 2. And that way then I can buy 2 red slots and hopefully pick Allegro up again in the next loop. I might live to regret that choice.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating easy. Hostile construction initiated. Console available. Supply station available.
This has worked out great. We can take vigilance again. We don't use the supply station unless we really need to. We kind of plan it all the way through not to run out of bullets, not have to replenish. And we only buy the special stuff for the very end fight. So we're at the boss section now. We're looking
Poison gas
a bit short on
detected.
credits. Hopefully it will give us enough to get 2 red slots unlocked. But I guess we'll see.
Difficulty rating high value target.
This one's rough when you take cover here. If you get rocket
Hostiles
launched,
constructing.
it will hit the back and it will hit you. So just do be
Highlighted
careful if you see any rockets coming towards you. Boss taken care of. Again, trauma absolutely paid off for us. And we got a stat upgrade, so we're just going to be taking offensive. You are pretty lucky if you get more than one on the way up to the boss for taking all easy doors. Build is starting to come together though now. A couple more damage talents and we should be absolutely in a really, really good place. So let's take a look. We're hoping for a Reviver Hive. Now Marines, Super 90 is excellent. Absolutely excellent. So we're going to take the Super 90, replace that for our G36. It does mean we have to get a little bit closer to the Nemesis at the end, but a couple of shots from that hopefully will end the fight very, very quickly. Alright, so we hear how much credits have we got. So we've got enough for 2 offensive talent slots. That's exactly what we're going to do. Pay in mind, we are going to buy some armor kit capacity. We definitely want all 3 of them, so got to keep that in mind before we get to the Nemesis as well. An extra grenade is always super useful to get them out of cover, and then everything else will be in ammo capacity once we've got that last slot here unlocked, which we've got plenty of time to doing that. We've done fairly well this run. And I think we might have an extra loop to do as well because of all the tier 2s we got forced into.
Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors. Console available.
Okay, so this is pretty rubbish. We're going to risk 1 reroll. Again, this is not the greatest. Eyeless kind of could play in because we have got trauma. We'll take it for now, but that might be one that we end up overwriting at the end. Because it can give us some damage. It's worth taking for now rather than the 250 credits. Again, only a normal room available. This is not good. This is not proven for a quick run. And it will extend the video. Our RNG for rooms is not working.
Difficulty rating medium. Hostile construction initiated.
For the dead.
Console online. Supply station available.
Okay, so they made it really easy for us. We're going to risk 1 roll here. And we're going to take composure. It was worth the 1 risk. I was basically looking for braced. I would have taken a braced. Felt with reload speed and if we get unhinged in the end as well. But we end up lucky enough with the... That's why the bottom talent, once you've got all the extra credit gain, definitely worth buying the extra talent slot at the bottom as well for that.
Constructing hostile combatant. Console available.
Okay, so we've got lucky here. We can take vigilance again. That's great.
Activating poison gas simulation. Entering new room. Difficulty rating easy. Constructing hostile combatant. Console available.
Okay, so I kind of don't want trauma tier 2. It only upgrades it by 2 seconds, and I hopefully won't be waiting for a second round of trauma when I get to the boss fight. We haven't got room for another red right now until we hit the next loop, so we're going to re-roll. Right, okay, Unhinged is there, so we're definitely going to take that, and we're going to get rid of Eyeless. Unhinged is definitely top tier for this. But that now needs us to think about getting braced at the bottom. We know we've got enough weapon handling right now, but if we do push that up, we need to think about keeping everything stable, because we're not hitting our shots. It's no good. Next loot boss.
Extreme heat signature detected. Entering new location. Difficulty rating high value target. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors.
And again, as you saw, trauma again absolutely paid dividends. Using the exact same strat on these bosses as what we will do when we get to the Nemesis. Only a stat upgrade again, no luck with the exotic. So we're going to pump our damage up even more. Okay, so really we're just looking for a reviver hive now, which we have not got. We're going to take the credits. We're going to buy our last defensive slot. And we're going to leave everything else for now for re-roll monies. So normally I would advise, if you are not maxed on your NSA shop, take the boss room, because you'll get some extra credits towards your NSA shop. It will make you go and do an extra loop like I'm having to do anyway. But definitely with doing the extra boss rooms, if you're not finished buying out your shop.
Easy. Hostiles constructing. Hostiles spawn from highlighted doors.
A riskier if this is outcasts. Something else alive somewhere. Where's he hiding? had no idea he was the sneaky solid snake. Okay, so braced and vigilance. Now I would normally take brace, but our weapon handling is great right now, so I'm just going to take vigilance. Like I said, we'll always take good damage stats above everything else. And the game is on double yellows here. Gives us a chance to get another brace anyway.
Easy. Hostile construction initiated. Console active.
Okay, so nothing good here. We're going to re-roll. Now we've got Sophie's Choice, but again, we're going to go again with Composure. We want the extra damage. We haven't taken another Unhinged. We don't have to be too worried about our stability on our guns. We're not seeing the return of Allegro though. I would love an Allegro right now.
Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Constructing hostile combatant. Console active.
Okay, so we're definitely going to take Unhinged here, but now we have to consider our stability moving forward, because that, as you can see now, if we go in and take a look at it, we've got minus 35% on the accuracy and stability. Now with Optimize we've got 5%, and I think you get 10% from the station outside, so we're not too far in the minus, but this needs to be something we need to look at. Now if you're going to be taking Unhinged, assault rifles, LMGs and rifles tend to be okay. It's when you start getting to shotguns. I have taken it so far that I hit one shot and it makes my gun look straight up at the ceiling, so do be careful with it.
Activating poison gas simulation. Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Hostile construction initiated.
All right.
Console.
So there is a little bit of a rattle now, so
Supply
we
station
definitely do need
online.
to start thinking about taking some stability. But right now we're going to take Vigilance. I don't think we could take another Unhinged without sacrificing DPS with it being so unstable. Next arena.
Electrical hazard simulation activated. Entering new location. Difficulty rating high value target. Constructing hostile combatant.
Trauma paid off for us again. It came up just as we were shooting him. Didn't allow him to go into cover and didn't allow him to heal. Stat upgrade, that's a shame, but we'll get one more chance because we're only at 84% because of the medium rooms that was been forced upon us. Nothing different here. We're not going to change the strategy. We're just going to take offensive and keep going. So we're really only looking for a reviver hive. We don't get one. We're going to take the money. When it comes to everything here, we've got this unlocked now. We're happy with the blues and the yellows. So we've got quite a bit of cash. We're going to take an extra armor kit. We're definitely going to need that going forward. We're going to take an extra grenade because we want that for the end fight as well. We'll take one more armor kit and we'll leave everything else now for getting some extra damage talents. Just remember, this is the last loop that we're going to be doing. So we've got to, in the next 3 rooms, if you spend any money we are going to spend on rolling for talents, because once you finish the loop, you don't get the opportunity to buy any more talents. It's straight in to buy things from the shop online.
Room selected. Difficulty rating.
I hate this room.
Constructing hostile combatant. System disrupted. System back online. Console active.
Okay, so that's worked out kind of good for us. Now, this is not a top tier damage talent. It's not a vigilance, not an unhinged. It's not composure or anything like that for 10% extra. So we're going to take braced here. Just to steady everything up. Essentially, that giving us more DPS because we will reload quicker. And also we will hit more bullets, hopefully, as well.
Activating chemical hazard. Room selected. Difficulty rating, medium. Hostile construction initiated. Console available.
Slightly stressful room due to me messing up at the beginning, blowing myself up. I'm going to take another chance on the reroll. Oh, this is not good. This is not great. We're going to take surgical for now. Not necessarily what we would want in that bottom slot, but 2 rerolls is definitely enough for the moment. We might get lucky with a triple red room. We do, but we're not taking any hard rooms. The whole idea of this is making it as easy as possible
EMP
to get
attack
through.
simulation online. Entering new location. Difficulty rating, medium.
Can't use my EMP.
Constructing hostile
Skill
combatant.
all in this room.
System curtailed.
Savage.
System restored. System malfunctioning. System back online. Console active. Supply station activated.
Okay, so that's an easy one. We're going to take composure. Flat extra 10%. Easy room off the top. Will take us to 100% heat.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating easy. Hostile construction initiated. Console active.
Okay, we're going to take a chance here. We're going to re-roll. Nope, we're going to re-roll again. He wants us to take surgical. We re-rolled again. Absolutely worth it. Let's have some vigilance. Still got 2,000 credits. That's enough for us to buy all the special ammo and stuff and things that we need at the end, and it will let us buy one less med pack as well.
EMP hazard detected. Room selected. Difficulty rating high value target. Hostile construction initiated.
We're just going to hide here. Usually a pretty good one when them two rooms are up.
Punish their...
They do like to push you in this mode, so always kind of set yourself up a funnel. Oh, that's a shame. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, we're good now. We've got everything dead apart from the boss. He did heal, but fine. And we had enough damage just to take him out then without even having to worry about trauma. We only got a stats upgrade, so we're not going into the boss fight with bullet hell, which is a little bit of a disappointment. It does make it much easier. But we got 3,500 credits. That's plenty to stack up on special bullets, armor kits, grenades, and all that good stuff as well. We got to by the end of loot 5, which is nice. So we're going to take the hollow points in our LMG. We're going to switch to our shotgun. We're going to put the high velocity in there. We're going to buy the extra armor kit capacity. And then we're at 1,800 left. And then we're going to buy one more grenade just in case it goes into cover. And then everything else in to ammo capacity. No reviver hive. Not as much unhinged as we would have wanted. And no bullet hell.
Entering new room.
But away
Difficulty
we
rating
go.
Nemesis.
So we're going to run to the back. I think that's kind of everybody's strat. It also has a couple of extra walls you can hide behind if you get yourself in trouble. Don't use your decoy straight away because they'd come straight out and
System
push.
curtailed.
Yes, so the blinds. We're going to go straight for this now. Not in the closest position, but it is as easy as that. We didn't even need to use our decoy. Trauma didn't wear off. They were quite far away, and that's exactly what you need to do. Now, the strategy would change now if you want to farm floors. You would then start taking more preservation, more clutch, and more entrench because you want to be getting life back at the same time. You could keep everything else, hope for bullet hell, and you could farm floors for absolute days. But we're going to continue, and we're going to go up to the next floor, and then we're going to exit because sometimes beating the Nemesis on the weekly project is a little bit flaky, and I don't know if that has an effect on you have a chance of getting a reconstructed cache or not, because you have to beat the Nemesis to get a reconstructed cache. Alright, so let's exit out to DC. Wish me luck. There is the build if you want to take a look at it. But like I said, all damage talents, all damage from the core attributes, as many easy floors as possible. And yeah, an LMG is definitely the way forward. A shotgun is an absolute bonus as well. We're going to exit now. We're going to hope for that reconstructed cache. Don't think we have been lucky, unfortunately.
Active.
Field proficiency simulation. No, I don't think so. Are my caches full? No, they're not full, so nothing has spewed over. So not today. But we'll open the exotic, see what we get. We got an Acosta's Go bag that we will straight away put in the bin. That's going to be it for the video though. I really do hope this helps you out when it comes to Descent. If you do need any more help, come over to my Twitch channel and say hi. We could be running some Descents right now. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, agents, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.